Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this exciting video, we'll be taking you on the thrilling journey throughout the online gameplay of SoulCalibur 6. Join me as I showcase the exceptional skills and dominance of Ivy in the arena. Get ready for some accelerating battles, jaw-dropping combos, and intense showdown that will keep you at the edge of your seat. As one of the most feared and powerful characters in SoulCalibur 6, Ivy proves to be a force to be reckoned with. Watch as I massively execute her deadly attacks, utilizing her unique weapon, the Ivy Blade, to its full potential. Now, for every 50 subscribers this channel gets, I will be giving away $50 to one lucky subscriber via Cash App until we reach our goal of 2,000 subscribers. And if you happen to have your own YouTube channel, I will subscribe to your channel as well. I think all YouTube creators should subscribe to one another's channels to help each other's channel grow, so if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Hit the like button down below. Don't forget to check out the community page to see the latest image poll. I have also created a new playlist called Announcements so you can stay informed with everything you need to know about this channel, including upcoming events, tournaments, raffles, and giveaways. And if you really want to support this channel, any donation, big or small, will help. Just send me a text with the word donation to my cell phone number at 862-405-2191, and I will provide you with a Cash App link. It's the same number you can use to enter into the raffle. Be sure to hit that subscribe button to my channel and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any further matchups, character guides, exciting content related to SoulCalibur 6. Stay tuned for more thrilling gaming videos, reviews, and walkthroughs. Thank you for watching, and remember to leave your comments through below. Let's dive in straight into the memorizing world of SoulCalibur 6. Alright, here we go. So let's get into Ivy's story, right? So it says here, in early life, the House of Valentine was one of the most wealthiest family in London. Isabel Ivy Valentine had been raised with the love for her parents. However, her father, Earl Valentine, was driven insane by the pursuit of what he called the key to eternal youth. By the time his death, his efforts of research for the immortality had drained his family's fortune and left one of London's most distinguished families in ruins. As if to pursue her husband into death, the Countess fell ill and passed away soon after Earl Valentine's death. So basically now she's an orphan because now her father's dead. Her mother died of illness right after, so now she's by herself. This left Ivy as the sole surviving member of the Valentine family. In reality, Ivy was not the true Valentine by birth. The Earl and the Countess found her in abandoned in front of a mansion. So wait a minute. I thought that was, see, I'm learning with you guys the same thing about Ivy's life story. So I thought she was their daughter. So she's not. She was founded in her mansion it was founded by her parents at the mansion door. Okay. When she was an infant. Now it says here, and she was taken into the family as an adopted child. Ivy discovered the secrets only after reading the will left behind by the Countess in her death. But this did not matter to her, for the Valentine were the only parents she knew. Searching through her parents' possessions, Ivy found her father's diary. In it, she discovered the key of eternal youth her father had been pursuing was the sword called Soul Edge. He had also been obsessed with the art of the alchemy. To honor her father, Ivy chose to become an alchemist and investigate Soul Edge. During this investigation, she uncovered the true nature of the sword, and it was an evil blade that feasted on the soul. Now it says here, Adam's Captain Cervantes, the more she read of the fate of those who had come into contact with Soul Edge, the more she became convinced of her suspicion. My father was driven mad by such a loathsome thing, this evil sword. Filled with rage and despair, Ivy vowed to avenge the death of her father by using all of her knowledge to destroy Soul Edge. Ivy realized she needed to create a weapon powerful enough to destroy Soul. Her knowledge led her to successfully create a weapon capable of shifting back and forward from a whip to a sword. With this weapon was merely the mechanical thoughts, and Ivy believed the only thing which would stand against the living weapon is another living weapon. She attempted to use alchemy as her own blood to give the sword life, but all the attempts were unsuccessful. Finding her alchemic skills useless, she turned into studying ancient sorcery. Everything midnight, she will attempt summoning rituals, hoping to call upon a being who will grant her the sword life. With every failed attempt, Ivy became more desperate and angry. At last, one night, a large, malformed arm emerged from their summoning circle. The arm, sensing her attachment to her weapon, proceeded to touch the whip sword. Ivy heard the sound of voice seemingly coming from the arm. I have crossed and pledge shall confer upon thee the point of execution of destruction. Dexter Purple. The ceremony came to be at the end, and the mysterious being vanished under the moonlight. Ivy's sanity began to crack. She finally had the weapon she had sought to create, a living sword, which will obey her every command, calling the weapon the Ivy Blade. She set out on her journey to find and destroy Soul Edge. Okay, so in SoulCalibur, right, the sword which had its will of its own had accompanied and protected Ivy on her journey to vanquish Soul Edge. When she crossed paths with Nightmare, the one who breathed life into her sword, she agreed to assist him in the summoning of souls. Little did she know that the whole thing was part of the evil sword's plan. Ivy realized it was Nightmare who possesses Soul Edge. She came to this revelation only after he was defeated and the evil blade was shattered. That meant that the beloved blade she had forged to destroy Soul Edge had life thanks to the power of the evil blade. She also learned the secrets of her true lineage. Ivy's birth father once wielded Soul Edge and was manipulated by the wicked power. In SoulCalibur 2, shaken by the horrifying truth that she had been collecting souls for the wielder of Soul Edge and of her own cursed lineage, Ivy returned home and locked herself away in a dark laboratory. She tried countless times to destroy the Ivy Blade, which was now a symbol of her self-hatred and regret. She could not, however, bring herself to actually break the sword. I'm the same as this sword. Yes, the blood of the evil blade flows through me. The same blood. Ivy's blade waited for its master's order silently. After months of soul searching, Ivy emerged with a renewed resolve. Her goal was no longer to destroy the evil sword, but to completely wipe it out of existence. As a vow to her commitment, she renamed her sword Valentine, a symbol of her will to continue onward as a human despite her own cursed blood. Once she acquired information about the fragments of Soul Edge being scattered throughout the world, she immediately departed on her new journey. Ivy's mission was to destroy not just the fragment of Soul Edge, but all of those who had been infected by the greed of the cursed blade's influence. All of them, even the innocent, would be granted no mercy. Ivy was determined to eliminate all traces of Soul Edge. Of course, she too would be eventually had to be killed, and she believed this fate to be an ultimate end of her journey. Call me a monster, or a demon if you must. I will be happy to be called those names if it's the price that I must pay to eliminate the existence of the evil blade. Now, during her bloody, merciless quest, her sword began to change. It became unstable and hardened to control. Ivy decided to temporarily halt her mission and return to her mansion in order to determine the cause. She stopped by a certain academy city in England and purchased new books both ancient and recent, dealing with the secret arts. At home, she found one in particular old book that held much interest in it. It was the most detailed information she had seen yet, convincing Soul Edge and its origin. Continued to decipher the text, she found information dealing with the spirit sword known as SoulCalibur, which was said to grant power to its wielder to stand against Soul Edge. In a month's time, Ivy had deciphered all the information dealing with SoulCalibur the book had to offer. However, her front door suddenly opened and a dark-skinned man dressed in a white robe entered her home. "Who are you? Did you read that book?" asked the stranger. The two of them drew their weapons, her faithfully snake sword in his giant scythe, and the fierce battle began. Sparks flew, each struck, deflecting the other's blow. "Damn it, curse." Ivy had, as she had used more of her mental power than usual to control her own sword, the man took advantage of her hesitation and landed a heavy blow. When Ivy had recovered, she had realized she had dropped the book. The man picked up the book. "This is a mistake from my past. The world no longer needs this," he said as the book suddenly burst into flames. The man dropped the burning remains of the book and left the wall of fire separating him from Ivy. "Stop," Ivy demanded. "If you wish to learn everything about the cursed sword and its spirit sword, then follow the knight you know him well," he said as he vanished from her sight. Right, because in SoulCalibur 3, Azwel was the main boss. Despite the loss of the book, Ivy still remembered that she had read about the spirit sword. She theorized that the odd behavior concerning her own sword may have a link to SoulCalibur as well. Ivy set on a new mission to obtain SoulCalibur for herself and use it to destroy Soul Edge once and for all. Now in SoulCalibur 4, Ivy continued to seek information about SoulCalibur for the purpose of destroying Soul Edge. The following rumors, she set forward towards the east, searching for a certain temple. This temple, now abandoned and corrupted with evil energy, was said to have once guarded a sacred weapon. At the temple, she encountered a man tending the graves. This man, Kong, told her about the SoulCalibur, also known as the Kritra Yugo. From this information, Ivy was presented with a new problem. Her own cursed blood would prevent her from being able to wield the sword or utilize it to its full potential. Ending her current journey, she returned home to her alchemist research. If she could not wield the spirit sword, she would create a being who would and could wield the sword, as she sought out to create a homunculus. This animated it with the artificial soul. Now when I see the word homunculus, I start thinking of Full Metal Alchemist. If you haven't seen that anime, go do yourself a favor and go watch it. It's really good. Now it says here, unfortunately her father Cervantes tracked her down and invaded her house in the intent of consuming her own offspring's soul. Ivy's lab was utterly destroyed by the battle between father and daughter. In the end, Ivy lost, and Cervantes was able to consume most of her soul. Now, at the brink of death, Ivy was forced to use the artificial souls she had created in order to survive. However, the soul was not perfected. Sooner or later, she would die. Okay guys, looks like I'm not gonna have enough time to finish her whole story, but I will do a follow-up video down the road. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video.